I don't know if you were able to see the movie Hacksaw Ridge. It was an extraordinary movie. It came out a few years ago. It all revolved around this character named Desmond Doss. And Desmond Doss was a conscientious objector in World War II. So he said, I'm not going to carry a rifle, but he said he still wanted to serve. He loved the country. He said, I still want to serve, and I'd like to serve as a medic. And the story goes, and this is a true story, he actually won the Medal of Honor, that his platoon was shipped off to one of the most difficult battles in the war. It was the Battle of Okinawa. And on Okinawa, there was a particular ridge called Hacksaw Ridge. And it was an incredible, incredible war story. And this is what happens. Our soldiers used to get to the ridge, and they would have to climb up on the ridge. And when they get to the top of the ridge, the Japanese were there waiting for them. And so we'd send platoon after platoon up, and we had to win that ridge in order to win the island, in order to really take control of the Pacific. But we just couldn't get past the Japanese because they were just coming in waves. Well, the story goes that Doss's platoon is up there one night, and he's a medic. And they look like they're making some headway, and then the Japanese send more and more troops over. And the captain sounds the retreat signal. And so all of Doss's men are running back and jumping like over the ridge to get to safety. And Doss, as a medic, is stuck in this place of, do I try and save people's lives, or do I go to safety? And then this point in the movie is extraordinary because he's stopped, and the camera like pans in real close to his face, and he's cut, and he's got blood all over him, and he stops and he prays. And he said afterwards that this actually happened, and there's a fire, and bombs are dropping, and bullets are being shot, and he says, God, I can't hear you. What are you calling me to? And off in the distance, you hear this faint call through the bombs and through all the noise and the chaos of that battle. You hear this guy scream, medic! And Doss gets this like look on his face. He knows what God's calling him to do. And he says, okay. And he goes to this man. And he runs to the man, and the man's badly injured. And he doesn't know how he's going to get the man over the edge. But he grabs this man, and he drags him to the edge, and bullets are flying by him. And he pulls him to the edge, and he makes this kind of a rope pulley system. And he lowers the man down, and he leans up against the rock. And he says this, another prayer extraordinary. He says, God, give me the strength for just one more. And he hears another man, medic, and he runs to that man. He runs to the next one, and he runs to the next one. 50, 60, 65, 70, 75 men in one night. This is a true story. Doss saved from that ridge. Here's my question. Have you let the medic come to you? See, we're all wounded. Even the fathers of the church talk about original sin as a wounding that we received. And from the moment of original sin, God put his saving plan into action. And he sends in Jesus who's called the divine physician. In other words, the divine medic. He's the only one with the remedy to heal the wounds that we have. The only one. Wants to come to us. He wants, like Doss did, to come to us and for us to say, okay, I'll let you grasp my hand. I'll let you touch these wounds. I'll let you save me. Salvation comes from the word salus, which means health. I will let you heal me. Mark chapter 12 has Jesus talking about the greatest commandment. Love God with all your mind, your heart, your soul, and your neighbor as yourself. We can't do it unless we first let God love us, because we can't give what we don't have. I can only love like God if I first allow myself to be loved by God. That's the invitation. Sometime this Lent, sooner rather than later, let the medic come to you. Let him do what he's always wanted to do, to heal and to bind your wounds, so that then you can be the medic to others.